This was a question khas untuk YB1. He's asking specifically about apa kemungkinan ada blok yang akan led by the youth, iaitu blok yang dah terbukti berjaya dalam masa singkat. There have been other countries that have shown youth-led coalitions can succeed. Given that, is it possible for us to see something more youth-led in the near future?
In near future, I don't believe the youth party can survive without being in any of the coalitions. MUDA is a very good example. I don't think they have lived up to the reputation they projected in early stage of their inception. And without Syed Saddiq as the front man, I don't think they can go far. And I do not know why Syed Saddiq refused to be helming the party despite having resolving all his court cases. There must be something lingering in his mind. But he, as an MP, is an outstanding figure, I would say. No doubt if he were to run in MUA, even as a MUDA or independent, I think he can give a good fight to traditional parties there, like UMNO, even Perikatan Nasional. But a youth-led party to rule Malaysia or being heavyweight, I don't think so.
Apa situasinya sekarang dengan mungkin kepimpinan muda in the existing parties like UMNO, PKR? Like, can we expect to see more younger leaders taking a stand in the next GA?
I think that's given. All parties would definitely feel younger candidates because the demography of voters pun dah berubah. And I think all parties, I can assure you, PAS, even my former party Bersatu, we all have this insight, meaning we like to see more younger people. I think we learned this from PKR. I must acknowledge PKR had done this well in 2008 even with Nik Nazmi. Nik Nazmi has always been some figure like I look up to when I was a student. I think PKR has really given that a very good shake up to political culture in UMNO, in PAS. So now I think people are just following the trend.
Simple explanation, say we have 100 candidates. The bulk of which will definitely come from, say, the Gen X, my generation, right? People in their late 40s up to the late 50s. And then the Gen Y will be represented as well in a bigger block because they'll be in their 30s and 40s. But the Gen Z, they're a little bit too young. So maybe you have like 10%. And then the candidate. So whether they can win on another issue, but you need to project across the board, which is what PKR does. So if you run as a candidate at 25, 26 years old, there could be 10 of you out of 100. Maybe 3 of you survive. And then the next election comes and we do the same formula. So over time they're in their 30s and they're more secure and they learn more about the party politics. So every voter will be looking at where's my representative. Then PKR will show, okay, we got 10 young guys, 10 very old guys in their 60s, 70s. The bulk of it will be middleweight.
But what if we move to a more Malay, Muslim-focused youth party? Do you think that's possible?
No.
Also no.
Worse, I would say. Because why? There's a saying in Arabic which becomes part of Islamic principle as well. Al-hikmatu shuyukh wa himmatu shabab. The combination of the wisdom of the elderly and also the aspiration or the drive of the youth. So this has always been the formula for Malay political-based parties. Either you're a nationalist party or Islamist party. But UMNO has become a very bad example because during Mahathir's time, in the 90s, all of the MPs and ministers were very young. Muhyiddin, Najib, they were all early 40s or 30s, became chief minister. But later on, after they became so entrenched in politics, they refused to step down and make way for young blood. So that's what happened in UMNO. Decadence happened because overstaying. So this thing must not be repeated in other parties. I think PAS is resolving this issue by having like a Shura Council or Advisory Council that will vet through the candidates. If you don't perform and if you are sick and ill, unless you are like very important for the party, then you should stay. If not, you should go.
There is no young leaders. You go to Parliament, you see YB Shah is probably the youngest one.
Bung Mokhtar's son recently.
Bung Mokhtar, that's exceptional.
Terima kasih kerana menonton Siapa Makan Cili.
Dan kalau korang ada siapa yang korang nak kita jemput ke show kita, sila tinggalkan di ruang komen di bawah.
Dan jangan lupa subscribe.